Hello and welcome to the mindfulness.com, where we explore the ancient wisdom of mindfulness and compare it with the modern science. So today I would like to share with you how understanding the oscillations or the vibrations of the body and mind can help us to awaken our consciousness. And what is the best approach to understand what is consciousness? And I would like to share with you my updated wisdom of chapter 114 of the Quran and how it all relates with consciousness and oscillation. And we will be practicing bringing our oscillations of the body and mind in coherence to feel our consciousness around us. So in the picture we can see a honeybee. By its flapping of the wings, it creates a rhythmic waves around the water, and this is a classic example of how the universe works. In the universe, everything is vibration. As Albert Einstein have quoted, everything in the universe exists as a vibration in different frequencies. So how it is related with understanding consciousness? So to understand consciousness, I would like to share my 7-dimensional approach to understand consciousness, which it is inspired from the wisdom of the Quran. So in the Quran, it explains Allah created in sab'a samawat, that means 7 fields of attention or 7 dimensions of consciousness. So if you understand the 7 dimensions, it will be easier for us to awaken our each dimension and access our highest being. As we saw the honeybee flapping its wings and creating a wave in the water, we are also in the field of consciousness. Everything exists in the field of consciousness. So every activity that we do is actually recorded in that field, that divine matrix. In Quran it is called Alameen, and in that divine matrix, even our thought, even our heartbeat, even our breathing, each and every moment is recorded in that. And science also confirms that even our thought is a vibration which creates ripples in this field of consciousness. So that is why it is mentioned in the Quran, chapter number 71, verse number 15. Do you not perceive how the Supreme Consciousness originates 7 raised attention in relation with each other? So as we know, every dimension is in relation with each other and lower dimensions. So if you have rhythm in oscillations of your body, you will experience your consciousness clearly. And if you have a rhythm in your conscious mind, you will experience your subconscious mind clearly. And if you have a very coherence in your body, conscious mind and subconscious mind, your attention is more clear. And if you have a very good attention in rhythm, in oscillation with your existence, you can awaken your attention, and that is what called mindfulness. And when you have a mindful life, it is very easy to feel your beingness and your the human consciousness, what we call I am. And when you exist in your 6th dimension in its utmost clarity, that is when you can become one with the Supreme Being. So as we saw in the picture of the honeybee, we exist in 6 dimensions in this field of Supreme Consciousness. So our each dimension is in relation with other dimension, and it creates, whenever we become master of one dimension, and when we use it in the most efficient way, we can use to awaken to the next dimension. So this is the science of spiritual wisdom, and this is how we can awaken our each dimension and become oneness with the supreme consciousness. And this is what is mentioned in the chapter 114 of the Quran. So in 114 verse number 1 says, say, I seek refuge in consciousness. So that means seek refuge in your sixth dimension. How? Through the oscillations. So if you are able to find your vibrations of your body and your whole mind, you can seek refuge in consciousness. So as a first step, you need to bring the oscillations of your breathing, heartbeat and brainwave into a rhythm with your consciousness, your existence as I am. So how you will do it? Controlling the oscillations in breathing, heartbeat and brainwaves. Being conscious of the oscillations from harm of the unclear converse that is appearing. So you need to be conscious of every harmful irregularity that happening in your oscillations, the one which unclearly converse in the performance of the oscillation, the unrhythm which creates disturbances in the performance of the oscillations of your body and mind, from the subconscious as the oscillation. So most of the unrhythm is actually from the subconscious mind without we even knowing it. So if you are in a position to manage and control your oscillations or the vibrations of your body and mind, and you can exist as a in the rhythm with your deepest human consciousness, that is when you can become connected with the universe. So let us practice creating the rhythm of oscillation in your body, so that you can feel this wisdom in yourself. So to do that, please take a comfortable position and close your eyes, and you can try to feel your breathing. So when you start breathing, try to see how is the frequency, like how much you are taking in breath and how much you are when you are exhaling. Feel the depth and height of your breathing. That is what we call as a frequency, the amplitude of your inhale and the amplitude of your exhale. So when you breathe and you understand the depth and height of your breathing process, you can feel the frequency or you can feel the oscillation in your breathing. So when you next observe your heartbeat, so when you start, it will be little hard for you to clearly be attentive to your heartbeat, because now you are maybe mostly distracted by the thought process, the subconscious thought process in the mind. But when you gain your each dimension, you will feel more comfortable and more attentive to your deeper realities. So now as you have felt the oscillations of your breathing, observe your heart. When you breathe, just try to observe with that oscillation your heart. So when you're observing in a rhythmic oscillation of breathing your heart also joins that rhythm. So now I can feel rhythm in my breathing and my heartbeat, and I can already feel an energy, an aura of energy around me, like a feeling of uh, coolness around my body. So now, if you now you already have uh, found rhythm in your breathing and your heartbeat. Now you need to bring a rhythm in your brain waves. Continuing your breathing and heartbeat in rhythm, try to bring your thoughts or mind process also in the uh, rhythm. Like that means, don't amplify your thoughts. Even if thought comes, it's okay, but don't amplify it, just let it go. So by bringing your breathing and heartbeat, and add your thought also into that rhythm. So this is what the coherence, the experiencing of coherence. So the word coherence in Quran, it means deen. So now we are feeling the well-being, the feeling the Dheenul Islam in our dimensions of consciousness. That means not just believing, but we are feeling, we are actually taking our dimension of from third to the fourth, and we are feeling the wellness around us. So this is the deeper meaning of Deenul Islam, or feeling coherence of wellness in your body. So I hope this practice will give you a practical feeling in coherence. So this is the message of Quran, and there is plenty of deeper insight and wisdom and practices which will help us to awaken our consciousness and be one with the universe. So the ultimate message of the Quran is to witness the oneness, that is to witness ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. It is to witness in our whole existence of the being, in our six dimensions, the existence of the seventh dimension, the supreme being or the supreme consciousness of the universe, and witnessing its presence in our body, in our mind, and in attention, and awakening our attention to feel it. So this is the spiritual wisdom of mindfulness in the Quran. And if you want to learn more, please visit the website themindfulness.com. And thanks for listening. Have a nice day.